Hello, everyone. It is me, Leo Brown, and I'm back again for Let's Talk About It Tuesday. That's the name of my new series. So every Tuesday, I'm going to try my best to talk about a subject that I feel is important, not only to me, but to all of you. And I want to include a dialogue in this. I want to have a discussion, which is why it's called Let's Talk About It. So, for those of you who have been riding with me and rocking with me, I thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for sharing the video, for thumbs upping, all of that. That means a lot to me. So if you can, share, subscribe, thumbs it up, hit the notification bell that way you won't miss my videos, whenever I do have one. And be sure to leave your comments. I do read them. I may not always respond because I do get busy, but I do read them. So today we're going to talk about body positivity, the body positivity movement, fat acceptance, fat shaming, and Jillian Michaels versus Lizzo. So let's start with Jillian Michaels first. Jillian Michaels versus Lizzo. So Jillian Michaels is, for those of you who don't know, Jillian Michaels is a trainer, and she's also a television personality. She, I think, was on The Biggest Loser, I believe, and which I'll get my thoughts on that in a minute. But she was on The Biggest Loser, and she was one of the trainers along with Bob Harper, I think is his name. And she's really been in the headlines lately because people have been saying, blogs and news outlets have said that she's coming for Lizzo. And Lizzo, as we all know, we know who Lizzo is. She's the woman that's the 100%, and she's got Good as Hell. I like Lizzo a lot, actually. I'm a fan of hers. I like her music. I like what she preaches and what she stands for. And here's my take on the whole body positivity, fat shaming, fat acceptance, Jillian Michaels versus Lizzo debacle. So my take on it is this: Jillian Michaels is coming from a place of concern. I don't think she's fat shaming her. I don't. And to me, okay, and I'm probably gonna get heat for this. I do believe in body shaming, and I'm gonna tell you why I believe in this. Because I used to be 297 pounds, okay, about 3, 4 years ago. I'm now 190, maybe 170 on a good day, 160 on a really good day. But I've been big. I know what it is to be a big person. It's not fun. And then coupled with my disability, because all of you know I have cerebral palsy, coupled with my disability, it was even harder to get around. So I know what it is to gasp for breath. I know what it is to not be able to fit in seats. I know what it is to, want to buy certain clothes, but you can't. I know what it is to go to, case in point, one of my favorite holidays was Halloween. And I know what it is to go to the costume shop and you have to buy the triple XXX large costume. And for me, during Halloween, I would always dress in drag. But finding a costume that was cute, that captured my personality, that really made my body look good and not like a tent, was hard when I was bigger. Whereas now that I'm a little bit smaller, it's a lot easier. Now here's the thing. So I do believe that, you know, what was I? Okay, I'm sorry. I do believe that body shaming and body positivity, those are real things. I do believe in that. I do, because I've even seen people who were thin or who were naturally lean and had fast metabolisms be shamed for that. I've seen people who were, quote unquote thin as rails, but they were very unhealthy, or they led very unhealthy lifestyles. I've seen people who were big, even bigger than myself, at the time, and they, ate clean and, and were active, but they were still big. And here's the thing, like with myself, this is one thing I've come to embrace. Um, I've come to embrace my body, number one, and I've come to embrace I'm never going to be thin. I'm never going to be lean. And lean and thin don't mean that you're healthy. But here's where I agree with Jillian Michaels on this. I agree with Jillian Michaels in the sense of we shouldn't glamorize obesity. We shouldn't glamorize, and not just obesity, but we shouldn't glamorize being unhealthy. Whether you are fat, thin, lean, or in between, we shouldn't glamorize that. That's the issue, at least for me. You know what I mean? My issue is we shouldn't glamorize being unhealthy, period, regardless of your size. And I think people are making this into, oh, well, Jillian is coming at Lizzo because she's a big girl and da da da. No, I don't think she's coming at her because she's big. I think she's looking at it like, but what about your overall health? Even though I know that deep down she knows that big people can be healthy people. But she's also, I think, looking at it from a long run kind of thing. Because I'm not going to lie, I think being body positive, this is me. I may get flack for what I'm about to say. But I think being body positive means you love your body, regardless of the size or the shape that it may be, but you love it enough to take care of it. You know what I mean? Like for me, like I said, I'm always gonna have thick thighs. I'm always gonna have a fat ass. I'm always gonna be a 36. I've never been. Let me see. When I was younger, I was really small. I was skinny. But then, as of course, what happens? You grow and you develop. And I've always been a 36, even when I was in high school. You know what I mean? I was never thin. And the only way I was really, quote unquote, skinny, I worked out religiously. And I mean, 3 hours a day, 7 days a week, in a heated room. Uh, I would starve myself. You know what I'm saying? I would go on crash diets. I would throw there was at one point when I was in junior high school, I was bulimic. You know what I mean? I would do that. I would just live off of, or I would eat one meal a day and it'd be very little, things like that. So to me, being body positive means that you love your body regardless of the shape, but you love it enough, like you accept the fact that you're gonna always have thick thighs. You accept the fact that you're always gonna be lean. You know what I mean? That you have a fast metabolism. But with that being said, you're like, you know what? I have this, but I'm also gonna take care of it, which means I'm gonna try to eat right, and eat in moderation, eat moderately well. I'm gonna try to exercise, do some form of physical activity, 30 minutes a day. I'm gonna try to, make better choices with the foods I eat, and not only with what I eat, but how I eat it. Things like that. So, you do more water instead of soda, things like that. So that's why for me, I don't think body positivity gives you a right just to be like, well, I'm fat and that's just the way it is. No, 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 no. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. That does not give you the right to glamorize being at times morbidly obese. And people are getting on Jillian, and I'm like, but she's right though. Like we don't want to hear it, but she's right. Now, here's the thing, because people are like, with Lizzo, she's on stage, she's doing these concerts. That's true. But is Lizzo on stage every night? What does she do after the show? You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you she's not on stage every night, 365. Trust me, there are breaks in tours. And this is not even about her. This is more about overall health. It's just that she and Miss Michaels are just the targets that the media has, pitted. And even like she said, even like Miss Michaels quoted in the interview, she was like, I know she's great. She's a great singer. I think she's awesome. I like her. I like her artistry, but I'm worried about her. But what if she has health problems as she gets older? That makes sense. That's not shaming her. She's just saying, listen, you can be a big girl, but take stock of your health. And it's true. Because I'm a big boy. I'm part of the big boy community. And let me also say this too. Taking care of your health and taking stock is not easy. Because let me make that clear. It's not easy. It's not hard, but it's not easy either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna be out here. Where is he? No, 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 no. I'm not saying that. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that it's easy because it's not. It's not. Um, it's steps. It's small. You know what I mean? You may, like I said, you may instead of doing soda, you may do water instead of water, or you may do cranberry juice or seltzer water, or instead of doing fries and burgers, you might do, skinless chicken and asparagus, and broccoli. It's small. It's the little things that make the big differences, and that's in anything. But I think especially when it comes to that. And the thing about it with me is, even with myself, I'm 38. I'll be 39 this summer, and I'm looking at my long-term health goals. Don't get me wrong, we all want to look good. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of vanity. But it's not necessarily for me about vanity. It's about me using this thing right here, okay? And being able to have it support my weight, being able to walk around, being able to have balance, being able to have lung capacity, being able to have endurance to walk around the store. You know what I mean? To where, because what if I go to a Walmart or a Target or any kind of store and they don't have the carts? What if all the carts are taken? What do I have to do? I have no choice but to walk around the store. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it from that perspective. What if I want to go to a theme park and there are no wheelchairs? Okay, well, I gotta walk. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at it from that perspective. So don't get me wrong, vanity does play a role, but a small role. Because I think we all like to look our best. Maybe not great, but we all want to look our best. And with the whole fat acceptance thing, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like that. I don't. I'm just going to be really honest. I don't like fat acceptance because I feel like that's more so you projecting. People who are pro fat acceptance, you're projecting your issues with body image onto everybody else. We're not responsible for the fact that you have gained weight. Now, if you have a medical condition where you gain a lot of weight, because that happens too, that does happen, or if you're taking medication and you gain weight, that happens. That happens to a lot of women who get IVF, or not IVF, but excuse me, because it's not IVF. I'm sorry. It's the women who take birth control. They gain weight. Some women do. That happens with certain men as we age. Like if your testosterone levels are low, you may end up getting like a bit of a beer gut. Like there are different reasons for why you may gain or lose weight. So I understand that, and that's why I say I'm not down in that. But if you're just unhealthy for the sake of being unhealthy, fat for the sake of being fat, I don't accept that. I will not accept it. I'm sorry, I just don't. And then the whole, okay. And then the whole fat phobia thing. I'm not saying that there isn't discrimination. There is, based on body. There is, because I've seen it. I've had it happen. I've seen it with the whole no fats, no fins. I've had it happen with me within the gay community. I've seen it happen within the straight community too. So there is. But to me, a phobia is a fear. I don't fear you because you happen to be bigger. I don't have a fear against that. Okay? That's like homophobia. I don't, or heterophobia. I don't fear being heterosexual. But what I have a problem with is you basically saying, you should strive to be like me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that people who are big do that because they don't. But in the fat acceptance movement, some people do that. Why are you worried about your body? You should just let yourself go. No, ma'am, I'm not doing that. Like that's not healthy, regardless of size. Even if my natural waist size was a 38 or a 40, I still would try to take care of myself as best I could. Even if I was taller, because I'm only 5'1". So say for me, I was five, no, not even five. I was 6'3". No, let me go even taller. I was 6'5". And I had the frame that I have now. And I'm like, I can eat what I like, my metabolism is pretty good, but I'm not gonna let myself go entirely. I'm gonna make sure I protect it. I'm gonna hone it in. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take care of myself as best I can. So for me, it's not about your size. It's about how you take care of yourself. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't mind a bigger dude. I don't. I like thicker men. I do. But I like thicker men to take care of themselves. You don't need to be skinny. Be healthy. That's the main point. My main point in me doing this video is saying I agree with Jillian Michaels. I don't agree with what she's saying, or I shouldn't say that. I don't agree with how she's saying it. I love and support Lizzo because she is saying something that we do need to hear. You do need to love your body. You do. You need to love the skin you're in. That's important. And I think what her music and even just her being herself, that's what she's doing. She's saying, listen, I'm not meant to be a size 6. I don't want to be a size, you know, a size 6, size 2. Because let's be real, the average woman is a size, I think, 12 to 14. So I like what she's saying. But I also agree with Jillian Michaels too, in the sense of, but if you love your body as you claim, and this is your message that you're teaching to young people, not just to women, but to young men too, because men love Lizzo. Men love her because she's comfortable with herself. So if you truly are comfortable with yourself, then why would you strive to take better care of the body you have, regardless of it being big or small or in between? So that's my main goal. It's for me. It's not about you being a certain size or a certain weight. It's about you being healthy, and not for anyone else, but for yourself. Because I had to learn that it's not about people out here. Because listen, everything isn't for everybody. Not everybody's gonna buy what you sell, but you have to like what you see in the mirror. It's on you, not them. So I've said my piece, and I've said what I wanted to say regarding this issue. I hope that what I've said made sense, but I want to know what you think. So comment below. Please leave your comments. Tell me your story. Do you believe in the fat acceptance movement? If you do, tell me why, because I want to have and hear from people, and I want to have a dialogue about this. This is important. Do you support Jillian Michaels? What do you think of her? Leave your comments below. What about Lizzo? What do you think about her message and what she is showcasing to the world at large? Pardon the pun. But what do you think? Like, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Do you believe that what is it? Body positivity? Do you believe that body positivity is a good thing? Do you think it glamorizes obesity? Yeah, that it glamorizes obesity. Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Let's talk about it. Okay? Let's have a dialogue. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.